Welcome back, everybody. We're coming to you from Meetings Africa. In its 10th year, it's the biggest business events trade show on the African continent. The event positions South Africa and the continent as a capable, experienced, strategic, and the best business event destination in the world. That's what we're focusing in on this morning. And I must say, it's a fantastic place to be, particularly if you're a business, if this is the world that you're in, whether it be eventing or whether it be in the space of accommodation, in terms of event tourism, whatever it may be, this is where you should be. And I can promise you now, if you're not showcasing, you're missing out on a lot of potential customers that could be coming your way. Now, you look at South Africa as a tourism destination, and every single year we seem to grow and grow and grow in popularity. Business as well. It's not necessarily just leisure tourism, it's business tourism as well. Well, with me now, I have got the Minister of Tourism here in South Africa, Derek Hanekom, who's going to unpack some of that for us. So nice to see you, Minister. Welcome to Morning Live.
Hey, good to see you, Leanne. Actually, you've said it all. I can't imagine that I have anything to add.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you have. I mean, when you look at something like this, we are standing, I mean, you and I are on the outside of it all, but once you go inside there, you were telling me how much is this worth just to come here? I mean, you could get billions of rands worth of business out of this.
We really could. I mean, potentially, what we have here is 184 buyers from all over the world. Biggest countries that are here, USA, Canada, India, China, and they're looking for business. And that business, the potential delegates that they could bring, Leanne, translates to about 54,000 conference delegates coming to South Africa over the next few years, translating into R1 billion worth of business. But that's just the conference.
Yeah.
Flowing from the conferences or the business events, huge numbers of return visits. So immediately this could translate into R1 billion worth of business. And then thereafter, who knows what?
Yeah, that's the reality. I mean, you come here, and we often speak about it. You come here on a business trip, you look around and you think, goodness me, really? Is this what South Africa actually is? Because I didn't realize it was that. And then you book a trip, you bring your wife, you bring the kids, you bring your friends, and you think, oh, no, guys, we've got to go. This is the place. Do we find that? Is that quite an often occurrence?
Huge. You said you were the Minister of Tourism, right?
Well, I'm trying. I'm pitching.
You're doing really well. You know the numbers of people. I'm sure you have that same experience, Leanne. You meet somebody outside of South Africa, or even here, and you say, "Have you been to South Africa before?" They say, "Yes, I was here 5 years ago for a conference," and they're back. And so many people who are here for conferences say they will come back. In fact, we have an almost 50% return visit rate, just over 40% actually, and that return visit is with family. And even while they're here, they spend money while they're here. Inevitably, people take a few days off, or many do, and have some holiday while they're here. Another good thing about these business conferences or business events is it affects the seasonality. Right now, Leanne, I don't know if you spent any time in Cape Town this December. Bursting at its seams, really. You couldn't get a restaurant booking. So it's very important to spread it through the year. And business events really succeed in doing that. Help us do that.
To be honest, I do that. I spread the love in Cape Town throughout the year, not over December. It's insane. You talk about the Western Cape. I was hearing, please correct me if I'm wrong, that tourism is the biggest employer in the province. Is this correct or not? I'm catching stompies along the way, but I mean, you look at the amount of tourists that go there. Has that become one of the biggest employers?
Well, even in the country, I mean, I think the tourism sector, for us, it's a priority sector. Let me just say countrywide, if you take direct and indirect jobs, because every direct job in the tourism industry translates into a whole lot of other indirect jobs. We're looking at 1.4 million jobs countrywide, which is huge. More than the mining sector, by the way. It's huge. Western Cape, very important for the Western Cape. Probably, Leanne, between agriculture and tourism, they would be the big employers in the Western Cape. And you probably are correct. It probably is tourism, in fact.
Yeah, I would imagine so. So let's focusing on Meetings Africa now. It's got the slogan, Advancing Africa Together. And I have a look at that, and when I walked around, I saw so many of our African neighbors that are also showcasing here, whether it be Botswana, from Nairobi, there's Botswana, I saw Zimbabwe, I saw, you name it. I mean, it is here. Yes. So this is also a very big thing to bring the continent together.
Huge thing, because we don't want to just market ourselves. We want to market our neighboring countries. We're part of Africa, and so this has become really the premium African event, if you like. So we have as you say, various countries here, and they all have excellent conferencing facilities. So whether you have a conference in South Africa, and I'll talk in a moment about our own conferencing achievements over the last few years. But if you go to Namibia, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Rwanda, Kenya, Mozambique, great conferencing facilities. So these are all part of what we are packaging here and giving our African friends the opportunity to showcase what they have to offer here. Because, you can't have events like this all over the continent. So this has really become the hub where we're attracting buyers from all over the world and exhibitors from all over Africa who are here.
Yeah. All right. So let's focusing on South Africa and how we are doing. How do we perform when it comes to meetings?
Well, frankly, extraordinarily well. We've really built expertise. We've built a reputation as a country. Even year after year in the international listing as the best places in the world. We went up from 2012 to 2013 from, I think it was 37. We're currently 34th, listed as 34th best conferencing place in the world. Cape Town and Durban are amongst the 100 best conferencing destinations in the world. So we're doing extremely well. And it, as I said, it translates into an awful lot of business. Yeah. I only speak as Minister of Tourism, the people who come back to visit South Africa. But imagine how many other transactions are taking place while people are here for events. And the profile that it gives South Africa. So these are extraordinarily important, and we are doing exceptionally well. Yeah. And that is why so many people come back, because they have a good time. Yeah. While they're here in Sandton, while they're in Cape Town, they have a great time.
Amazing. And they see what else is on offer in this country. Minister, thank you. Enjoy it. I know it's your first meetings, Africa, so it's going to be a big learning curve for you, and I'm sure that you're going to love every minute of it. So thanks so much for being with us bright and early.
Thanks, Leanne. It's great to see you so early in the year.
Always, indeed. All right, that was the Minister of Tourism here in South Africa, Derek Hanekom. Let's take a